We are completing number 1 on the GoFormative tutorial. Number 1 reads, Color and line practice. Directions. Choose a color and write the proper fraction 2/3. I click on Show Your Work and you'll see that the directions populate over here underneath where it says Question Details. These directions are the same as the directions that we read here. So the first thing we do is we choose a color. So now that I know what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to get rid of the question details, just place them at the bottom. And then I'm going to go over here to choose a color. Up here at the top of all of the tools is where you choose your color. It looks like a line where you choose the color. And let me pick a color that I want to use for this task. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by freehand drawing my fraction bar. So I'll choose Scribble and I'll freehand draw my fraction bar. Now that looks like a terrible fraction bar. So I'm going to hit undo. It's easier to use undo than it is to use the eraser, so I advise that more often you use this undo button. So I'll hit undo to get rid of that. And instead of the freehand tool, let's use the line tool. And what this line tool does is it makes it so that you have a perfectly straight line. And I'm going to make my line about that size. So that represents my fraction bar. Then I'm going to look back at the question details to remember what fraction I'm supposed to draw. I'm supposed to draw the proper fraction 2/3. So now I'm going to get rid of these question details and I'm going to move over to this T, which represents text. I'll click on text. When you choose where to click the cursor to start typing, you want to choose where you want the bottom of your number to go. So I want the bottom of the 2 to be just above the fraction bar, so I'll click right here, and then I'll type a 2. I want the bottom of the 3 to be about here, so I'll click here and type 3. Now, if you don't like the placement of either number, you can always grab this little square tool, which is the select tool. And I'm going to select the 2, and I'm going to move it over slightly so it's lined up better with the 3. And then to get out of this problem, what you want to do is you want to hit the blue check to show that you're finished with this problem, and then you can move on to number 2.